My name is Bitcoin Pikin. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. Keep in mind, everything in this video is my opinion, not financial advice. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to BP Class membership. Website link is in the description below. Support the channel. Crypto breaking news, episode 6. Coinbase can compete with the New York Stock Exchange, say former JPMorgan trader. Former JPMorgan energy trader Danny Masters, who is the chairman of Coinbase, a London-based crypto investment firm that launched the world's first publicly traded Bitcoin and Ethereum fund, is finally seeing major traction for digital assets among legacy financial services firms. Speaking to Business Insider, Masters explained that Coinbase, which focuses on giving investors professional-grade assets to crypto, was hard to digest. In quote, "We have gone from a renegade character to a more confusing animal for people to view." End of quote. He added, in quote, "You needed to be a true believer and you needed to suck it up for 2014, 2015, and 2016. And then 2017 was just off the charts good." That was the year Bitcoin soared to an all-time high of nearly $20,000, compelling incumbents to explore the emerging asset class. Although plenty of Wall Street titans continued to spend most of 2017 and the first half of 2018 deriding Bitcoin. In quote, "We heard JPMorgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon called Bitcoin a fraud. There are some very, very high profile but usually deeply legacy entrenched people who are just outright dismissed." End of quote, said Masters. He added, in quote, "The clock has elapsed. It is no longer acceptable to dismiss it." End of quote. With the recent announcement of a new cryptocurrency offering from Fidelity, the fourth largest asset manager in the world, the appearance of a united front by the big banks and legacy firms against digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin has crumbled. In a new interview with Bloomberg host Pim Fox and Lisa Abramovich, Masters outlined the next phase of cryptocurrencies in the wake of Fidelity digital assets and its goal of servicing custody and crypto trading for institutional investors. He says the move by Fidelity was, in quote, "about time." End of quote, says Masters. In quote, "I think they are going to do very well with that." End of quote. In quote, "I think the narrative changes very rapidly in crypto. It is an evolutionary process for sure. Maybe it's a revolutionary process, and the way I am currently thinking is really that's what is happening now. And the time entry of Fidelity and others is really what I call the third wave of crypto movement. First wave, Bitcoin arrived. It disrupted gold and money. The second wave, we see Ethereum, a new blockchain that has the ability to form capital. That happens very rapidly and in a very large way. The SEC doesn't like that. Initial coin offering, ICOs. The SEC doesn't like that for obvious reasons, and that comes to essentially a pitching up. The third wave, in my opinion, will be the so-called security token. So you cannot do an initial coin offering with this anymore, but you can do a security token. What does that mean? That will be, in the first instance, one of the exemptions from the Security Act, either a Reg A and A plus, a Reg D, Reg X, whereby a token will represent equity in a private company and it will exist in the space what has traditionally been private company and public company, and it will be a hybrid which is transparent and liquid and transferable. End of quote. In quote, there is potentially a tremendous value to be acquired to a smaller investor coming in on the lower end of the P&E spread, because those assets are typically not available to the average person. Masters talk about SBT Provider, the controversial issuer of Bitcoin and Ether exchange traded products from Coinbase. In quote, SBT Provider has been a wonderful journey for us. We started very small and I think we peaked around $1.7 billion when the price were high last year, and we obviously resided with the price drop. It's been an interesting episode and journey with Nasdaq themselves because it's a controversial asset class. It has characteristics like security of the assets themselves, which doesn't exist in other asset classes. I think you have seen Nasdaq themselves now starting to talk about security token exchange as well going forward. So it was an embryonic and earlier adoption, and it got a lot of traction, and I think it's going to be the first of not only trackers in other markets and other jurisdictions on Bitcoin and other crypto, but I think it will prove to be the persecutor to the large exchange actually looking at security token markets themselves. End of quote. In quotes, it's not actually outside of the regulatory structure. It's outside of the Pikin and infrastructure of the conventional marketplace. When you look at how the Chicago Met or the New York Stock Exchange work, there is a bunch of electronic pimping that goes around making the transfer and the trading of these shares happen, and that is a considerable infrastructure, and there has been talk about deploying distributed ledger technology to this exchange in order to get the advantage of distributed ledger technology. What are the advantages? They are real-time settlement, low latency, transferability, and portability. End of quote. In quote, rather than re-engineer the CME so that they repair their old system and put in distributed ledger database and so on, what you do is you turn security into crypto and you trade them on crypto exchange. End of quote. In quote, you have seen Coinbase do this. The structure that they are putting together is a registered broker-dealer, a registered investment advisor in all 50 states, and an automated channel zone to trading system. And once you put those three things together, plus their 12.5 million customers, they have their own stock market. And once they issue a token on it, this is a competitor to the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq. What do you think of Coinbase competition with Nasdaq and New York Stock Exchange after having its own issued token? Please leave your comment on the comment section below. My name is Bitcoin Pikin. I want to thank everyone for watching. You guys are handsome. See you in my next video. Bye bye.